from Dallas. I was working for a member of Congress, a very moderate member of Congress, and I am a socialist, so it wasn't great. People would call every day, and they'd be like, "You're a disgrace to America, because you work for a milquetoast moderate. You're a whore, you cunt." And I just had to be like, "Thank you so much, sir. I will pass that along to the congressman." "Can I help you with a federal agency today? How's your Social Security?" Still kind of decompressing from that. I got a quick question for y'all. Why are all vape shop employees like that? It's like they've all got this like aura about them. I'm sorry, they call it the cloud. Let's move on. I got bangs recently, so no, I'm not doing okay. I had a breakup. I found out that he was cheating on me, so I ended it. But I'm starting to realize that it's entirely my fault because I knowingly dated someone named Cooper. That's a dog name. I would know. I'm Daisy. When we broke up, my friends took me out to the Jack's Beach bars, and I just did all the kind of stereotypical drunk girl stuff, like you go out, you get really drunk, you steal the megaphone from the street preacher, you yell, "Jesus was a socialist," and then you run away. You guys done that? You guys done this really relatable thing that we've all totally done? Or I went missing for a little bit, and my friends found me, and I was in the corner doing this. And they were like, "Daisy, what the fuck are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm making myself appear larger to scare off the weaker men." Or, I also went out with the intention to pick up men, but not take men home, but find the largest man in the room and pick him up and hold him like a baby to emasculate him. You guys done this?
Yeah.
Very relatable thing we've all done, right? I'm starting to realize though that I've had a lot of problems with relationships, but it's because I'm attracted to the worst type of man on the planet. And that person is a man who is getting a graduate degree in some sort of humanity, and he's also the president of his local DSA chapter. And they're always a little too old. That's I like dating older guys, but a lot of people think that's creepy. Why would a dude in his 30s want to date someone in their early 20s? They're taking advantage of you, of your traumas, of your insecurities, whatever. But I had a 35-year-old man tell me that my rape added 10 years. So you tell me. Dating's funny. You guys ever seen The Bachelorette? Bachelor, one of these shows they date on the television. It's 2019. It's almost 2020. I think we won't achieve true equality until we have a fat bachelorette. Ow! Let me be more specific. I would like to be the first fat bachelorette. They always have a gimmick, when they come out to meet The Bachelor. Mine's gonna be that I'm gonna come out in a fat suit that's slightly larger than myself. And the bachelor's gonna look at me and he's gonna go, Then I'm gonna rip that motherfucker off. And he's gonna go, Instant win. That's how you do it, people. Have you ever seen someone swipe on you on Tinder? I've seen someone swipe on me on Tinder. I was on a bus in college. There was a guy, and he was just going really quickly, just on it, you know? And then he gets to mine, and he stops, and he opens it up, and he's reading, he's looking at all the pictures, he's studying. He's looking at my Spotify anthem, Obstacle 2 by Interpol. He's paying a lot of attention, okay? And he starts to swipe right. And I'm about to jump down and be like, hey, it's me. But what he was actually doing was revving up so he could swipe left as hard as he could. Got another question for y'all. Anyone here ever been catfished by a guy who says he's a totally normal dude and that he has both of his hands? And then you go on the date and he doesn't have those hands? Show of hands if this is happening. Only my hands, like the date. I told this joke and a woman in the front was like, oh my God, that's happened to me. And I was like, oh my God, was it this guy? She goes, no, it was this other guy. Do you know what that means? There are two men, sans hands, walking around Jacksonville, Florida, tricking women into going on dates with them. That's a public health crisis. This guy, I have a couple questions though. It's like, first of all, how did he swipe? You know, just the basic mechanics of it. You're like, oh, Daisy, you're being mean to the guy with no hands. He catfished me. I'm the victim here. My other question is, how did he Photoshop those hands into his Tinder profile? I don't know. My ex that I broke up with, dog name, I found out this after we broke up, but he started telling all of his friends and family that he was a stand-up comedian. But what he was actually doing was photoshopping his face over my face in my comedy flyers. So I've got a new rule, and anyone that I date from now on has to be bad at Photoshop. In fact, on the first date, I'm gonna break out the laptop, I'm gonna open up the full Adobe suite, and if you show any sign of proficiency in any Adobe program, we're done. That's it. It's dangerous getting back out there dating, online dating. You know, because there's like, you meet a guy, he seems cute, he kind of looks like Jake Gyllenhaal when you're squinting and standing 30 feet away. But there's still like a 63% chance he might murder you later. And you kind of just hope that he doesn't do anything to your face. So you look good for the open casket. Am I right, ladies? You know what I'm talking about. Murder. It's a fear of ours. That's a good thing about that dude with no hands, though. super hard to murder someone if you don't have hands. It's like, what's he gonna do? Strangle me? Shoot me? Use a bow and arrow? That's a two-handed activity. He doesn't have one. I've got another new rule after Cooper. And that's that from now on, I'll only be dating men with biblical names. So if anyone here is named Shadrach, Meshach, or Abednego, let's talk later, okay? Thank you, I'm Daisy Tackett.